Αν. Ζή. Ζω. Μη. Μη. Ζή. Ζή. Το ροζ νερό. Μη. Μη. Το ροζ μίνι μάρκετ. Το ροζ μίνι μάρκετ. Το ρύζι. Ναι. Το ρύζι. Μαρία. Το ρύζι. Βι. 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 Βι.
It's just so simple because what you're trying to do, you're trying to turn everything from spiritual into carnal. You know, if I didn't know that Christ was born because everything, even his miracles, he was trying to tell, hey man, don't tell no man that I've done this. And it was even a secret that he was even the Son of God because he was asking his disciples, who ye think that I be? And then, you know, he was like, hey, well, I think that you're the Son of God. Well, he's like, good, tell no man. So if we know that that was a secret from the beginning, why would it be out that that he came through the Spirit through Mary? It would not. Your whole point is moot. So of course Simon would think that.
So is
you know what I mean? That's why he's called the Son of God.
Is Philip correct or incorrect when he says Joseph is the father of Christ?
As was supposed.
Okay.
You know what everybody thought at that particular time. He's writing as what everybody thought at that particular time. That didn't know through the Spirit. Everybody that didn't know through that particular time that didn't know through the Spirit. But his disciples, they knew that he was the Son of God, not the son of Joseph.
So what about Mary?
Okay.
Did she know?
Hold on.
I didn't hear you.
So if we could just get an answer so we could move on and get you guys back to floor. Philip did not say as was supposed, and Philip is an eyewitness, and Luke came way after. He's not even an eyewitness. He's not a primary source. So we just want to know, was Philip incorrect or correct? That's it.
It's not an incorrect or correct question.
No, it is. He was incorrect. It's easy for me to say.
You know, he was far as correct what everybody was saying that Joseph was known to be Yahushua's father. That is correct. But far as him saying that Hamashiach came to the spirit and didn't have no father, you know, they didn't have any earthly father. That's something that's different. It's only for the text to be understood of who he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Of who he's explaining of what's going on. That's all. It's nothing about the correctness of whether or not he was the actual biological father. This was what was supposed in those times, that Joseph was supposed Yahushua's father. That's it.
Okay, so
all right. So let's move on.
Quick question though. Do you believe that somebody has to believe in the virgin birth in order to receive salvation?
I believe that if you're preaching that Hamashiach came from a man, that would be Antichrist, because you're not preaching Christ as the scriptures have said. You know, you're preaching another doctrine that's against Hamashiach being holy, because you're taking away his holiness by saying that he came from a man.
Okay,
I'll say that. That's my best answer.
Okay, so no one who believes that Hamashiach came from Joseph is going to receive salvation.
Now, this is all speculation. Like, dude, prove that. That's rabbit hole, dude.
I don't know. You know, I mean, there's no law that says if you believe the wrong doctrine, you know, as far as you know, one specific thing that that you can get damnation. But I do believe though, but I do believe that if you preach and teach the wrong thing, you know, just like it says in James 3:1, that now that can cost, you know, that might count against you. But let's say like a follower, you know, someone that's taking heed to your teachings. I believe that someone that maybe that's taking heed to your teachings, they might they won't be as punished as worse as you would be for teaching those things.
Okay, but wouldn't that make you a Antichrist? Because you don't. The definition of Antichrist is you don't believe he came in the flesh. You believe that he came from a miraculous birth.
No, I do believe he came in the flesh. It just said that he was a quickening spirit, which means he made his spirit made into flesh.
Okay,
so I don't understand the disconnect.
Okay,
hey, bro, let me throw something in here, and I know I've been listening. I want to interrupt anybody. So listen, brothers, we've been here for almost 2 hours, and we're pretty much going around in circles. All right. Listen, the whole subject, the whole point is to show is Joseph truly the biological father? You guys brought up a text in the beginning that pretty much said that the same thing that Matthew 1 was saying. So I'm going to say, brothers, I have not seen anything yet that you all have proven. You may disagree, but I have not seen anything that you have showed that would show that Joseph is the biological father.
Okay, Brother Daniel, we gave you guys about an hour to put us on the hot seat. And so we're coming up about an hour. So I'm gonna let Hassad ask his last question. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, so the whole initial thing about as was supposed when I went to John chapter 1, and that's well, people thought it was his father, so that's what people said. Wouldn't Mary know whether or not that Joseph was the father of the Messiah?
Yes.
Repeat that again, sir. Repeat that again, brother.
Wouldn't Mary know better than anybody that Joseph was not the biological father of Jesus, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why in Luke 2:48 does she say, and they saw him, when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother, Mary, said unto him, Christ, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. So when she says thy father and I, who is she talking about when
wait. Hey, keep reading.
So when the father has many different roles. When somebody's called a father, it doesn't necessarily mean biological father. When you're called a mother, it doesn't mean you're biologically mother. Pharaoh's daughter was called the mother of Moses. So like this, that argument falls on his head. Dude, this show was in the genealogy of Jesus. because they go to the Father's house. They say the Father's house is where all the proof is at. So listen, stop telling us what Philip said, you know, in court. I will yell objection. That's speculation, Your Honor. You know, Philip saying something, that's speculation. Give us the facts. Give us the genealogy. Give us the Father's house. That's in Matthew's 1, brother. Show us here where Joseph is the father of Jesus. Okay?
Reading though.
Okay. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye
Uh-huh.
not I must be about my Father's business?
Now. What did Hamashiach say? Now that's out of his own mouth. What did he say?
He's about his Father's business.
Okay, who's his father right there?
Cool. His father right there is the Most High.
Okay then. So,
Cool.
right.
So who's his father in verse
Wait.
48?
That's his stepfather.
Does it
That's
say
what it says,
stepfather?
as was supposed.
Brother, does it
As
say
was
stepfather?
supposed. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
Brother,
throughout
you
his
just answered
whole
your own
life,
question.
if he came through the spirit, of course his whole life, he's gonna be named you know, that's gonna, you know, so that's gonna be his step pops, because that's what everybody supposed that he was gonna be. It's not like Hamashiach's gonna come through the spirit and then he's not gonna give himself a father. Of course, man, he has Joseph.
Again, you can't use the argument of as it was supposed, because this is not people's opinion. This is Mary speaking.
Okay.
And
Mary
says-
was talking to him as a stepfather in that particular
Does it say
phrase.
stepfather or does it say
Because
father?
then in that particular phrase, right in the next couple of
Does it say
verses after,
stepfather or does it say father?
come on now, it don't we didn't have the terminology for stepfather back in those days. So it would have just been known, as father.
For the
It
record,
would be
does
known
it
as
say
father.
father or stepfather?
It says father. It says father. That's correct.
Okay,
It says
Elite-
father.
Mary said
But
Joseph's
then
father.
in the scriptures right on down, when he says that, he tells you straight out of the father's mouth, straight out of the horse's mouth, Hamashiach said, hey, I'm about my father's business.
Are you a
My
child
is
of
a
the Most High?
possessive pronoun. My is a possessive pronoun.
Are you
right?
a child of the Most High?
Yes,
So that would make
Hey,
the
brother,
Most
hold
High-
on. Let me stop.
No,
right
no,
there.
no. Let him answer that, brother. If you're a child of the
Brother,
Most High,
you-
does that make him your father?
You're
Con.
trying to twist things. Let me just jump in here right
Hey,
quick.
so
man.
then-
This is getting ridiculous. You just read from your own mouth Luke 2:49, and you answered that. Okay, so now you're trying to you're trying to make other assertions and everything. The scriptures are clear, brother. I mean, come on. You know,
Brother Daniel, all he did was say, would Mary know who the father was? And then he brought a scripture saying that Mary called Joseph the father. The brother
Yes.
basically added to the word by saying it says stepfather. So that's all we were addressing. That's it.
Yeah.
So I guess my last question would be, can you guys give me the book, chapter, verse that says Mary is of the house of David? If not, then all the prophets are liars and God is a liar.
what, man? You can't. Nah, you can't say it like that. Come on now. What the world? Okay, Con. But
yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, brother Daniel. I've been talking a lot anyway.
Brother, we both know. Everybody on this panel know. We all in the word and everything. That you're not gonna find that verbatim. Okay.
Oh, praises to the Most High.
That's
You know what I call
okay?
that? I call that a virtual forfeit. I call that a forfeit. I call that a virtual forfeiture.
So
No, wait. Time out. Wait. Well, before we do that, right? Let's just go to Jeremiah 22 real quick, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to deal with this seed line that you guys were talking about before. Because, right, we do agree that where it said Josiah begat Jeconias, and that
Hey, real quick,
brother.
real quick. I want to let you guys know that after Jeconiah, I got to tap out.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me, brother. That's fine with me. Okay, hey, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure having you brothers on. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna deal with this right here. All right, Jeconias, right? And this is the seed line of Joseph. All right. So we're gonna go to Jeremiah real quick. We're gonna pull up Jeremiah. This is dealing with the same guy, right? It says, as I live, said the Lord, though Coniah, which is Jeconiah, okay? Remember that Coniah and Jeconiah is the same people as I pulled up earlier, right? In the Zondervans, right? If y'all subscribe to that, right? It says, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, wear the signet upon my right hand. Yet would I pluck thee thence, and I would give thee into the hand that I may seek thy life, and the hand of those. Okay, now as we see, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, Slaki, and so forth and so on. So we're gonna skip down to verse 28, when it says, "Is this man Caniah a despised broken idol? Is he a vessel wherein is no pleasure? Wherefore are they cast out? He and his seed are cast into a land which they know not." Hold up, Salaki. Let me get the rest of that, because that was not all of it. Let me see, Jeremiah 22. All right. Let me see. Okay, come. This is okay. It says, verse 29 says, "O earth, 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 hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord." I'm in verse 30. "Write ye this man childless," speaking about Caniah, "a man that shall not prosper in his days. For no man of his seed shall prosper, sitting upon the throne of David and ruling anymore in Judah." Right? So the reason why I was bringing that out is because I wanted to show that there was a curse on the line of Joseph, that anyone from his seed line would not be able to sit on the throne anymore or rule in Judah. So if just let's say that, everything, let's say even if you guys were right, this curse right here would automatically make him ineligible to be the ruler, because it's saying there was a curse on all the seed line of Joseph's. Joseph's whole
Yeah, I'm dying to see. Look at the expression. I'm dying to see how they're gonna deal with this.
seed line, there was a curse on it, and even if and the reason why I believe that, and you're right, that if you look down that lineage, you the Mams and Mamzer, with the wickedness that it says right here upon the throne of David, is of the seed, that would automatically knock.
Let me, and then Hassan, I'm gonna give you the alley hoop. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah.
So when you read the context, it's literally just talking about Jeconiah's descendants during his lifetime. When you do comparative translations, even commentary will tell you that it's talking about his kids during his lifetime. Now,
that's bad.
Now, if we want to say that's wrong, then you have prophecies dealing with Haggai. So Zerubbabel comes from Jeconiah. In Haggai, it says Zerubbabel is going to be like a signet on the Lord's hand, and he also.
Yeah, but Zerubbabel was governor, so he was also excluded. You can't say his lifetime because nobody sat on the throne, so the prophecy stood still. It said that nobody from Jeconiah's seed was sitting on the throne. You would have to come from Jeconiah's seed to sit on the throne. So nobody from his seed sat on the throne. Zerubbabel was called the governor.
Also acted as a type of king during the Babylonian captivity. It called him the governor. Third.
Yeah, he said a governor's a type of king. The governor's a ruler. That's like saying a judge is a type of king. Stop it. It's like saying a prophet is a type of king.
Luke 3 has Jeconiah's descendants in there. So if that's Mary's lineage,
No. Luke 3 don't have Jeconiah's descendants there.
guess what it does?
No, but they're not sitting on the throne. But go ahead, though.
Listen, it disqualifies.
Just like the scripture says.
Let me.
So Deacon, you said he struggled with this. How can he stand on the first part that in his lifetime? Stick with that. That's the truth. You don't need to go to other places. Right?
None of them sat on the throne.
Let me explain though. If Luke chapter 3 is Mary's, in that genealogy, there are Jeconiah's descendants. So anyone in that line cannot sit on the throne if this is what you're saying it means. So I'm gonna let.
Nobody sat in that throne. If Jeconiah's look like this, nobody in Luke 3 genealogy sat on the throne after King David. King David was he's the only man listed in that entire genealogy to actually sit on the throne. Nobody before him, nobody after him. So
let God interject, and then you guys can rebuttal to that, and then we can close it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, which would include Christ, if we're going to use your line of reasoning, because if you're saying Mary's lineage is Luke chapter 3, and that he doesn't have a biological father, and we're solely relying on Mary's lineage to substantiate that he's from the tribe of Judah, then, well, look, that means that the curse of Jeconiah would be upon Christ if what you think it's saying is actually true. So,
Show me doing Mary's line the guy from Jeconiah.
I just
You know what I'm saying? Show me the line.
I said Luke 3 is Mary.
Yeah, Salathiel and Zerubbabel go back to Jeconiah according to Matthew 1 and Chronicles. Those are our Hebraic records, brother. Not the
Well, that's not a Luke, though.
retranslated. Let me explain. That's our two witnesses, not our retrans.
So to this thing, these guys are hilarious. They're how they just tear up context to witnesses. The two witnesses, when somebody's making a charge of somebody, they're charging a crime on the two witnesses. I guess that's not the only context, but they got nothing to do with comparing textual criticism. Dude. That's crazy.
Translated Greek New Testament that we have. I'm talking about
Well,
Hebrew sources say that Salathiel and Zerubbabel go back to Jeconiah. Matthew 1 says that, and Chronicles say that, and you already agreed that it's the same.
Yeah, but
Zerubbabel,
Luke
Salathiel.
does not say
Everybody
that.
would agree on that.
But Luke does not say that. None
Okay,
of the
so
things
that
in Luke
means-
say that, brother.
So that means that Matthew 1 is wrong and Chronicles is wrong.
No, understand that there's probably a break. Just like I showed you earlier, now there is a way for you to split off the genealogies, which would mean that a daughter would have to be born and a man would not have any sons. And then the inheritance would go immediately to the daughter,
Can you
which
prove that
would
in Luke
make
3?
sure that the inheritance would stay within the tribe.
Can you prove that in Luke 3?
Sure, let's go get to the law. You know, sure, I can read that law just fine.
Prove
What's that up?
that's what happened in Luke chapter 3.
That would, I mean, like, an education, you know what I'm saying? An educated assumption would, I mean, come on now, brother. Are you serious? That's common sense. That's what happened in Luke 3. That would be
No,
common
but
sense.
yeah.
Or how else?
I can't debate those brothers. Those brothers have me going crazy.
Oh, okay. Or how else would that line? So you're saying that Luke 3 is a lie?
No,
Are you
I'm
saying that you don't believe in the Bible? Is you saying that Luke 3 is a lie?
No, I'm saying that in the Bible, you have certain historical inaccuracies. For one, it says that Solomon had 300 horses here. Then another place says that it had 3,000 horses there. So what we got to do is we got to get all the accounts. Two accounts say Salathiel and Zerubbabel go back to Solomon. One account says Salathiel and Zerubbabel go back to Nathan. If you're going to say your best educated guess, what do we take? The two witnesses or the one witness?
I'm not saying that either of them are wrong. What I'm saying in that particular time that they are all right. That
Are we gonna
for
reconcile?
that to happen, for you to be able to deviate for the you know what I'm saying, from the bloodlines like that, would have to be the same thing that I was showing you in the law, which was that if you married this, if a daughter came up and if a father had nothing but daughters, right? So the inheritance would not get passed around from a different tribe. She would have to marry someone within that same tribe. That would be a way for that to be, you know what I'm saying, for the bloodlines to be able to split off like that, for you to see there's a difference. That's the only thing that I'm saying. That's the only thing that I'm saying.
Like the brother
Is that a
Daniel said
possibility?
earlier.
Yes or no? Is that a possibility? Yes or no?
I honestly, I don't even understand what you're saying. But look, if like the brother Daniel said earlier, the nation is watching. Let the nation take the information they want. I do want to close out with this scripture. This is Matthew 23 and 30.
Onlys, man. Them Negro onlys, they have a cold, evil heart, man. They want to kill other niggas but love white people. That's crazy. They was like, you guys are going to hell and even the virgin birth, they're gonna die. Besides, not an Israelite. All kind of stuff, man. Wow. Hey, well, hey, you know what can I say? Somebody said they thought this was live. We did this earlier. I just wanted to rebroadcast it on my channel so you guys can see, because we both have they have a whole different audience. It's mostly women, with all due respect. Those are my brothers. I did a Negro only and Mamzer debate with them before. They're still my brothers, even though we differ in doctrine.
John 1:45. Philip findeth Nathanael and said unto him, we have found him of whom Moses in the law and the prophets did write, Yahushua of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Do you
Con.
think that he's the son of Joseph?
As was supposed, sure.
It doesn't say as was supposed.
But it does say as was supposed. Not there, but
Is it in
that was
parentheses?
it was no, but it does say that in the biblical text.
Right. Is it in parentheses or not?
The next question.
Yes, it was in parentheses,
You know what it
correct.
means when something is in parentheses?
It means that they you tell me, brother.
Well, no, I'm asking you.
Yeah, Con. You know what I'm saying? It means that sometimes it's not clear on the transliteration there.
Okay, so that means you then would agree that the people of the time did not say as was supposed. A translator added that.
What?
The people of the time did not say as was supposed. A translator added that.
You ain't got to lie.
If there's something in parentheses, it's added by a translator. So there's nothing to translate. He added that. That's not in the original text. So the Bible, the translator said that. That's not what's in the original manuscript.
As was supposed is not something that the Bible is actually saying. It's something that a translator is adding in.
You reek of the odor of alcohol. Reek of it right now.
Okay.
You're slurring your words and you can barely walk. You're dropping stuff all over the place, okay? So I would like to do something called field sobriety testing on you to make sure that...
All right, so let me expose Hassan's ignorance once again. So there's two quick ways to determine if something is in the Bible originally and when it's not, right? So what you can do is you can use Blue Letter Bible. You can go to the actual passage, Luke 3. So I'm gonna show you two quick ways. This is the easy way. This is for beginners. Okay, go to Luke 3. Look at the verse. We want to look at as was supposed, because Hassan says if it's in parentheses, that means the translator added it there. All right. Well, you can confirm for yourself. Go hover over tools, select interlinear, and then now you see if you see an English word and a Greek counterpart, that means it's actually there. You scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, and we see as was supposed, and we see the Greek counterparts. That means as was supposed is there. The translator did not add that in there. But if you go down, you see the sun, it's in brackets. There's no Greek counterpart. So that means it's not originally there. Right, so now the harder way is to go to the actual ancient text. Okay, so this is the Vaticanus, right? So let's jump to a book and jump to Luke. We want to go to Luke. So it's Luke 1. Let's go to Luke chapter 3. Okay, so now let's look at the actual word as was supposed. Okay, so we got it right here. It's enomizeto. Okay, this is that E. Nomizeto. Okay, that's the word. All right, so let's go here. Let's see what Google Translate got for us. Emizeto. It was thought. Same thing as was supposed.
Enomizeto.
Enomizeto. Okay.
Enomizeto.
All right, cool. Here we are. Enomizeto. Now, if this word is in the ancient text, that's more confirmation. So we go to the Greek. He told us that it's here. Okay, so we're here. That's verse 24. All right, so we're at Luke 3 right here. We're at Luke 3, verse 23. Watch this. You see this word right here? What that say to you? Take a guess. Sound it out. Does it say that right there?
Enomizeto.
Enomizeto. What do you think this say right here? And this is in the Vaticanus. Okay. All right. Right there in the Greek. Right there. Enomizeto. So we got it in the oldest Greek text possible. All right. So I have no idea where he get his information from. Sakari Varsity, I wouldn't go there. All they got is dropouts and illiterates.
Headshot.
Hi. Sorry, can you summon our jurors for us, please, sir? Thank you, sir.